If you're listening right now, this moment is not random. God saw you stop. God saw your heart. God saw what you are silently carrying. You may look strong on the outside, but inside you are tired. And that's okay. Jesus understands. Every day begins with pressure. Before your eyes even open, your mind is already full. Responsibilities, bills, expectations, unanswered questions. Life does not wait for you to be ready. It keeps moving. Some of you wake up worried. Worried about money. Worried about your job. Worried about your future. You work hard, but progress feels slow. You ask yourself quietly, why is life so difficult for me? Some of you are tired of people. You give your best, but feel unappreciated. People misunderstand you, judge you, leave without explanation. You stay silent, but the pain stays loud inside your heart. Some of you feel lonely, surrounded by people, yet feeling unseen. You laugh in public, but cry in private. At night you wonder, does anyone really care? Some of you feel like you are failing. You tried. You prayed. You hoped. But things didn't work out. Now doubt lives in your mind. You replay mistakes. You compare your life to others. You feel behind. Some of you are emotionally exhausted. Not because of one big problem, but because of many small ones. You are tired of being strong every day. If this sounds like your life, listen carefully. You are not weak. You are carrying more than most people see. And Jesus sees it all when Jesus meets you in real life. Jesus never looked for perfect people. He looked for honest hearts. He walked toward the tired, the confused, the broken. And today he walks toward you. You may feel like life is testing you more than others. But what if this season is not meant to break you? What if it is meant to build you? Jesus sees the weight you carry. He does not ask you to be stronger. He asks you to come closer. Jesus says, "Come to me all who are weary, and I will give you rest." Not temporary relief. Real rest. Rest for your mind. Rest for your heart. Rest for your soul. You don't need to explain everything to God. He already knows. The nights you cried quietly. The prayers you whispered. The strength you forced yourself to show. Nothing was missed. When doors close in your life, it does not mean God has rejected you. Sometimes closed doors protect you from paths that would have hurt you. Jesus sees further than you do. Stop comparing your journey to someone else's timeline. What looks like delay is often preparation. God is not slow. He is precise. You may feel weak right now, but Jesus says, "My strength is made perfect in weakness." Your weakness is not a disadvantage. It is where God's power flows. Faith is not having all the answers. Faith is trusting God, even when you don't understand the question. Take one step today. Not a big one, a small one. Faith grows through movement. If your heart feels heavy, release it to Jesus. You were never meant to carry everything alone. Stay here, because healing has already begun. Healing, peace, and hope in Jesus. There are wounds you don't talk about. Not because they don't matter, but because you've learned to live with them. You smile. You keep going. You act strong. But inside, something still hurts. Jesus sees that pain. Some pain came from people. People you trusted. People you loved. People who promised to stay. Words were said. Promises were broken. And your heart learned to protect itself. Jesus understands betrayal. He was betrayed too. Some pain came from failure. Things didn't work out. Plans collapsed. Dreams were delayed. You replay moments and think, if only I had done better. But Jesus does not define you by your worst day. He defines you by His grace. Healing does not happen overnight. Healing is not forgetting. Healing is remembering without bleeding. And God is patient with your process. Forgiveness is one of the hardest steps. Not because you approve what happened, but because you are tired of carrying the weight. Unforgiveness keeps wounds open. Forgiveness closes the door, so peace can enter. Some of you need to forgive others. Some of you need to forgive yourself. You blame yourself for choices made in pain. You judge yourself harsher than anyone else. But Jesus speaks mercy over you. Let go of what you cannot change. You cannot rewrite the past. But you can heal from it. Trust God with what you don't understand. Peace does not come when all problems disappear. Peace comes when God takes control of your heart. Some seasons feel silent. You pray but hear nothing. You wait but see nothing. Silence does not mean absence. Sometimes God is working quietly to protect your future. Hope begins when you stop asking, "Why is this happening to me?" and start trusting. God knows what He is doing. Your waiting has a purpose. Your pain has meaning. Your story is not over. Take a deep breath. Release the anger. Release the fear. Release the guilt. Let Jesus fill the space you've been carrying alone. You are not broken beyond repair. You are healing. You are not late. You are being prepared. You are not forgotten. You are deeply loved. Stay here. Because something new is growing in you: renewal, rest, and walking forward with Jesus. As this message begins to slow, let your heart slow with it. You don't need to rush back into the noise of life. Stay here for a moment. You have carried a lot. More than people know. More than you admit. And yet you are still here. That itself is strength. Renewal does not mean your life suddenly becomes easy. Renewal means your heart becomes steady. It means you no longer face life alone. Jesus does not rush you. He walks at your pace. He knows healing takes time. He knows faith grows slowly. And He is patient with you. Some days ahead will still be hard. But now you know where to turn. When fear rises, turn to Jesus. When worry returns, turn to Jesus. When strength feels low, turn to Jesus. You don't need to be perfect. You only need to be willing. Willing to trust. Willing to rest. Willing to hope again. Let go of the pressure to have everything figured out. God is leading you, one step at a time. And that is enough. Take another deep breath. Feel peace settle into your chest. That peace is not from the world. It is from God, Jesus. I give you my worries. I give you my fears. I give you my pain. I cannot carry this alone anymore. Fill my heart with peace. Guide my steps. Strengthen my faith. Help me trust you, even when I don't understand. I place my life in your hands. Amen. As you leave this moment, carry this truth with you. You are seen. You are loved. You are guided. Every problem, every day, every season, Jesus walks with you. If this message helped you, take it into your life. And remember, this is not the end. This is the beginning of a calmer, stronger you. Stay in faith, stay in peace. How to live strong every day with Jesus. Now that your heart is calmer, the real question begins. How do you live like this every day? Not just during a video. Not just during prayer. But in real life. With real problems. Jesus was not only meant to be heard on quiet moments. He was meant to walk with you. In ordinary days. Every morning, life will test you again. Stress will return. People will challenge you. Problems will not disappear overnight. But something inside you has changed. Now you don't face life alone. Start your day with trust. You don't need long prayers. Sometimes one sentence is enough. Jesus, guide me today. That simple trust sets the direction of your heart. When stress comes, stress will come. But stress does not mean God has left. Pause. Breathe. Invite Jesus into the moment. Peace begins when you stop reacting and start trusting. When people test your patience, people will misunderstand you. Some will hurt you without knowing. Some will hurt you on purpose. Jesus teaches wisdom, not reaction. Not every battle needs a response. Not every argument needs your energy. Choose peace. When you feel weak again, weakness will return. That doesn't mean you failed. It means you are human. Jesus never said, "You must always be strong." He said, "My grace is enough for you." Lean on that grace. When progress feels slow, some days you won't see results. No change. No breakthrough. Remember this. Growth happens quietly. Just because you can't see it doesn't mean God isn't working. Live one day at a time. Jesus never asked you to carry tomorrow's weight today. One day, one prayer, one step. That is how peace stays. A daily reminder. You don't need to impress God. You don't need to prove yourself. God already loves you. Your value does not change because of success or failure. Final calm words. Life will continue. Challenges will come. But now you know where to rest. You know where to turn. You know who walks with you. Take this peace with you. And remember this truth every day. Jesus is not only your Savior. He is your daily companion, building a steady life with Jesus. Faith is not only about feeling peaceful. It is about living with direction. Jesus does not just calm your heart. He shapes your life. Purpose begins in small things. Many people wait for a big calling, a dramatic sign, a clear voice. But Jesus often works quietly. Purpose begins in how you treat people. In honesty. In consistency. In doing what is right when no one is watching. Small obedience builds strong character. Discipline is a form of faith. Discipline is not punishment. It is protection. When you choose discipline, you choose peace later. Jesus lived a disciplined life. Prayer, rest, compassion, truth. Not to impress anyone, but to stay connected to God. Create daily anchors. Life pulls you in many directions. You need anchors. Simple habits. A quiet moment in the morning. A short prayer during stress. Gratitude before sleep. These moments keep your heart steady. When motivation is low, motivation comes and goes. Faith stays. Do not wait to feel like doing the right thing. Do it anyway. Consistency changes lives. Jesus stayed faithful. Even when it was hard. Guard your mind. What you feed your mind shapes your future. Fear grows when you feed it. Peace grows when you choose truth. Protect your thoughts. Not every thought deserves your attention. Strength is often quiet. True strength is calm. It does not need to prove itself. It does not need validation. Jesus was gentle, yet unshakable. Let your strength be like that. Walk with humility. Life will bring success and failure. Both can change you. Stay humble in success. Stay faithful in struggle. God works best in a humble heart. Final words for this part. You are not trying to be perfect. You are learning to be faithful. Step by step. Day by day. And God is walking with you when life tries to pull you back. Fear does not mean you are weak. Temptation does not mean you are bad. Setbacks do not mean you are finished. They mean you are human. And Jesus understands that. Fear speaks loud, faith speaks true. Fear tells you you are not enough. You will fail again. Don't try. Jesus says, do not be afraid. I am with you. My strength is made perfect in weakness. Fear shouts. Faith whispers. Learn to listen carefully. When fear enters daily life. Fear shows up quietly. Fear of losing people. Fear of failure. Fear of the future. Fear of being judged. It slowly shrinks your life. Jesus did not come to shrink you. He came to set you free. Temptation is a moment, not your identity. Temptation comes to everyone. Even Jesus was tempted. Temptation does not define who you are. Your response does. You are not your worst thoughts. You are not your past mistakes. You are loved. Why temptation feels strong? Temptation grows when you are tired. You feel lonely. You feel empty. You feel unseen. It promises comfort, but delivers regret. Jesus offers peace without regret. Falling does not cancel your faith. Some people think I failed so God left me. That is not true. God does not walk away. When you fall, He reaches out. Peter denied Jesus. Jesus restored him. Failure is not the end. Surrender is. Setbacks are not stop signs. Life will knock you down. Plans break. Dreams delay. People disappoint. But setbacks are not punishments. They are lessons. Jesus uses broken paths to lead you to better places. GTTNG backup matters more. The world respects success. God honors perseverance. Every time you stand back up, your faith grows stronger. Do not measure your life by how many times you fall. Measure it by how many times you rise again. How to face fear practically. When fear comes, pause, breathe, pray. Say, Jesus, I trust you. Fear loses power when you invite Jesus in. CHOSING strength daily. Strength is not loud courage. It is quiet obedience. Doing the right thing, even when it is hard. Jesus did that. You can too. You are not behind. You are not lost. You are not forgotten. This season is shaping you. Jesus is closer than you think when God asks you to wait. Waiting is one of the hardest parts of faith. You pray. You try. You hope. And still nothing changes. But waiting does not mean God is silent. Why waiting feels so painful? Waiting touches your deepest fears. What if nothing happens? What if I'm forgotten? What if I miss my chance? Waiting feels like being stuck. But with God, waiting is never wasted. Jesus UNDRSTNDS waiting. Jesus waited. He waited 30 years. Before beginning his ministry. He waited in the wilderness. He waited in the garden. Waiting prepared him for what was coming next. What God does in the wait. While you wait, God works. He strengthens your character. He deepens your faith. He protects you from rushing into something harmful. What you're waiting for may not be ready yet. And sometimes, you are not ready yet. Stop COMPRNG your journey. Comparison makes waiting heavier. You see others moving forward. You feel left behind. But God writes different stories. At different speeds. Delay does not mean denial. Your time will come. Trusting God without answers. Faith grows strongest when answers are missing. When you trust God without understanding. That is powerful faith. Jesus trusted the Father, even when the path led to pain. And resurrection followed. Patience is active faith. Patience is not doing nothing. It is choosing hope daily. It is showing up anyway. It is believing even when you feel tired. Waiting well changes you. What to do while you wait. While waiting, pray honestly. Rest intentionally. Serve quietly. Grow inwardly. God often uses the waiting season to prepare your heart. Peace comes from surrender. Peace is not found in control. It is found in surrender. Say, God, I trust your timing. And breathe. When the time is right. God is never late. When the time is right, doors open naturally. No force. No panic. No fear. Only peace. You are not being ignored. You are being prepared. What is coming will make sense of the waiting. Trust Jesus, finding joy that cannot be taken. Joy is not the absence of problems. Joy is the presence of Jesus. Life may still be difficult, but your heart can be steady. That is real joy. Why the world's joy last? The world offers happiness when things go well, when people approve, when goals are achieved. But that joy fades quickly. Jesus offers something deeper. A joy that stays. Even when life changes. Gratitude changes your heart. Gratitude is powerful. It shifts your focus from what is missing to what is present. Even small gratitude brings big peace. Thank God not only for blessings, but for strength, lessons, and growth. Joy is a daily choice. Joy is not automatic. It is chosen. You choose to trust. You choose to believe. You choose to praise. Even on hard days. Jesus chose love. Even on the cross. Confidence ROOTED in faith. True confidence does not come from success. It comes from knowing who walks with you. You are not walking alone. Jesus is with you. That is enough. Let go of fear of people. Confidence grows when you stop living for approval. Jesus did not live to please people. He lived to follow truth. Be free from comparison. Be free from judgment. Smile through STORMS. Faith does not deny pain. It chooses hope anyway. A peaceful heart is your quiet victory. Joy estiriangitians others. When you live with joy, others notice. Your calm encourages them. Your faith comforts them. Joy is contagious. Rest in God's promesas. God's promises are sure. He will not leave you. He will guide you. He will strengthen you. Hold on to that truth, you have come far. Your heart is stronger now. Your faith is deeper. Joy belongs to you, rest your heart. Take a slow breath. You don't have to fight anymore. You don't have to prove anything. You are safe here. Jesus is with you. Let go of everything heavy. Release the weight you've been carrying. The worry. The regret. The unanswered questions. You were never meant to carry them alone. Give them to Jesus. Surrender is not weakness. Surrender is trust. It says, God, I don't have all the answers, but I trust you. That kind of faith brings peace. God has been with you all along. Even when you felt lost. Even when you felt silent inside. God was there. Guiding you quietly. Protecting you gently. Nothing was wasted. Breathe in peace. Let peace fill your heart. Not the kind the world gives, but the kind Jesus promised. A peace that stays. A calm prayer. Slow, gentle tone. Jesus, thank you for walking with me. Thank you for not giving up on me. I place my worries in your hands. I trust your timing. I trust your plan. Heal what is hurting inside me. Strengthen my heart. Guide my steps. Let your peace cover me. Let your love lead me. I rest in you. Amen. You are not alone. You are deeply loved. You are protected. You are guided. Go forward in peace. Jesus walks with you always, even when this video ends. Your journey does not. Faith is not a moment. It is a way of living. Jesus walks with you into tomorrow. Carry this peace into daily life. You will return to routines, to work, to responsibilities, to people. Carry this calm with you. Peace is not fragile. It can survive noise. Small steps are holy. You don't need dramatic changes. Small steps matter. Speaking kindly. Being patient. Choosing honesty. Resting when tired. Jesus notices small faith. When life feels ordinary. Some days will feel normal. Not emotional. Not spiritual. That is okay. God works deeply. In ordinary days. Faith grows quietly. Don't expect perfection. You will still make mistakes. Grace is bigger than mistakes. Get back up. Pray again. Keep walking. Jesus never leaves. Because of failure. Stay connected. Talk to God daily. Not with fancy words. Just honesty. God listens to real hearts. When doubt returns. Doubt may come back. Do not fear it. Faith and doubt often walk together. Jesus stays with you. Through both. Be a light without trying. You don't need to preach. Live with peace. Live with kindness. That is enough. People will notice. Final encouragement. You are not alone in this world. God goes before you. God walks beside you. God stays behind you. You are surrounded by grace, healing, forgiveness, and walking in peace. Some of the heaviest burdens come from people we love. Hurtful words. Broken trust. Disappointments. You may carry them silently. But God sees every wound. Forgiveness frees the heart. Forgiveness is not about excusing wrongs. It is about releasing yourself. Holding on to anger keeps you trapped. Jesus taught forgiveness. Not because it is easy, but because it frees your heart to live fully. Heal relationships with grace. Some relationships can be restored. Some cannot. Jesus cares more about your heart than controlling the actions of others. Pray for peace with them. Pray for protection for yourself. Let God guide the outcome. Love beyond hurt. Love is strongest when it is chosen despite pain. Jesus shows love, even to those who hurt him. You can love with boundaries, without losing yourself. Carry this peace daily. You have learned something powerful. Life is full of struggles. Jesus is always with you. Healing comes with patience and faith.